Hi, it's Professor Chew, and we are moving into lesson 10 of medical terminology. And a little change in our class in the sense that from here on in, for the rest of the semester, we will be studying different systems of the body. Lesson 10 is about the cardiovascular system. We'll also be looking at the respiratory system, the optic system. So in other words, I think that, first of all, I'm sure you studied all these things in other classes, anatomy and physiology or such. So some of the terms will hopefully be familiar, and hopefully the knowledge that you've gained from memorizing all these Greek and Latin combining forms will help you review things, learn new things, think about what the words mean. Also, I think it'll just give you a little bit more context for thinking about the vocabulary instead of, you spent 9 lessons learning sometimes rather random vocabulary words. Now, it might be helpful to study things looking at a diagram or a chart or a graphic of the heart, etc. So, in lesson 10, the vocabulary words are both Greek and Latin. I don't think that will be too much of an issue for you. The book italicizes the Latin terms just to let you know. And they're all jumbled together, but again, they're all about the cardiovascular system. Some words to keep in mind, for instance, are the word bowl, which means a throwing. Also as in the word ballistics, or even ball, B-A-L-L is related, or an embolus. So that's a Greek word to keep in mind. Maybe since we've learned some Greek, or at least a little bit of the Greek alphabet, this word sping, which means a pulse, and is used in the word sphygmomanometer, which means a blood pressure measuring, a device to measure one's blood pressure. Maybe it'll make a little bit more sense that we've got that S, the PH, the Y, the G, and the M. Scary combination of letters in English, not in ancient Greek, where you see it's actually just a sigma, phi, upsilon, gamma, mu. Also, another word from the Greek that you'll see in this chapter is stal, S-T-A-L, or S-T-O-L, meaning a contraction. And that's from the terms systole and diastole, referring to the contractions of the heart. Notice with these words that systole has the preposition sin, meaning together or with, and diastole has the preposition dia, meaning through. So once again, earlier things that we learned, especially including things like prefixes and suffixes, will certainly come in handy as we move through the rest of the vocabulary. Another example of that is ischemia, a temporary deficiency of blood. This word, just to break it down a little bit for you, is actually from iske, and we learned this part here. We learned the ske, which means to suppress or to restrain. That was back in, lesson 6 or 7 or something. The M is from the word for blood, hyma, or M, and the ia is a suffix indicating a condition. So, and then of course these words, dextra is the Latin word for right, as in right hand, and sinistra from the Latin word for left, as in left hand. You probably see these, you'll see them from time to time in various terms, just good things to know. So good luck with the lesson this week. You know where to find me if you have questions, and onward in medical terminology. Thanks for being a great class so far too.